Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Angela C. Meyers and welcome back to the series. Today we're talking about one of the questions I get asked most often, which is, how do I know if I'm a polymath? And the truth is there isn't a universal checklist. Polymaths come in many different forms and no two are exactly alike. But after years of researching and trying to understand polymathy, interviewing modern polymaths, and living this journey myself, I've noticed some common patterns. So today, I'd like to share 7 signs that you might be a polymath. As we go through them, don't worry about checking every box, by the way. Think of these as tendencies rather than requirements. And let's dive in. Sign number 1. You have an insatiable curiosity. Polymaths are naturally very curious people, not because someone tells them that they need to be or that they should learn something, but because they genuinely want to understand how the world works. That drive is in them naturally. One day you might read about neuroscience, ancient history the next day, artificial intelligence over the weekend, and then suddenly you find yourself fascinated by architecture, gardening, economics, astronomy, music. To someone else, those interests might seem entirely unrelated, but to you, they're all part of one enormous puzzle. Curiosity isn't a hobby. It's how you experience being human. It's how you experience life. Sign number 2, you connect ideas that other people keep separate. This is one of the defining characteristics of a polymath. You naturally see relationships between different fields. Maybe a concept in biology helps you understand leadership, or a lesson from jazz changes how you think about innovation, or psychology helps you design better technology. Where other people see separate disciplines, you see bridges. This ability to integrate knowledge is one of the greatest strengths that a polymath can develop. Sign number 3, you enjoy learning as much as achieving. Many people learn to reach a destination, but polymaths often learn because learning itself is rewarding, it's pleasurable. You don't always need a certificate or a promotion or even a practical reason to learn about something. Sometimes learning itself is the reward. You simply enjoy expanding your understanding. That mindset creates lifelong, life-wide learners. And in today's rapidly changing world, that's an incredible advantage. Sign number 4, you develop real depth in more than one area. And this is an important distinction. A polymath is not simply someone with lots of hobbies who dabbles. Polymaths build meaningful competence, mastery. You may become deeply knowledgeable in psychology, and then deeply knowledgeable in business, and then leadership, and then communication, and then technology, or maybe science and art. The point isn't to know a little bit about everything, it's to cultivate both breadth and depth. And that's what separates a polymath from someone who simply jumps from interest to interest, a dilettante. Sign number 5, people have told you to pick one thing. If you've ever heard phrases like, you need to focus, stay in your lane, you can't do everything, you need one career, then you're in good company. Many polymaths spend years wondering if something is wrong with them. But maybe the issue isn't that something's wrong with your mind. Maybe it's that our educational and professional systems have traditionally rewarded specialization, even hyper-specialization. Your curiosity may have been interpreted as being distracted when it was actually just natural human versatility. All right, sign number 6, you get energized by solving complex problems. Polymaths often really enjoy challenges that don't have simple answers. They like ambiguity. They like untangling knots. They enjoy complexity. They're comfortable bringing together multiple perspectives. And that's because many real-world problems don't fit neatly inside one discipline. Climate change isn't just a science problem. Healthcare isn't just medicine. Leadership is not just management. The world's biggest challenges require integrated thinking. And that's exactly where many polymaths thrive. Sign number 7. You've never really felt like you fit into a box. And this may be the biggest sign of all of them. When someone asks you, so what do? You hesitate. Oh gosh, where do I begin? You don't know where to start because an honest answer is complicated. It might take a really long time. Maybe you're a researcher and a writer and an entrepreneur and a parent and a speaker and an artist. And none of those identities feel separate to you. They're simply different expressions of who you are as a person. Many polymaths don't have just one identity. They have many identities. They have an integrated identity. And why this matters now? Well, here's why I believe this conversation is especially important in 2026 and beyond. We're entering a world where artificial intelligence can generate information faster than ever before. Knowledge is becoming increasingly abundant, but integration remains rare. AI can summarize, it can automate, it can analyze, but humans still excel at connecting the dots, connecting ideas across lived experiences, values, relationships, ethics, creativity, and meaning. That's why I believe polymathic thinking may become increasingly valuable, not because specialists disappear, and we're always probably going to need some specialists, but because the people who can bridge disciplines, adapt quickly, and integrate knowledge may become some of the most valuable contributors in organizations and society moving forward. So here are some of my final thoughts. If you recognize yourself in several of these signs, you may be a polymath, or maybe more accurately, you may have polymathic tendencies that deserve to be developed rather than suppressed. For generations, many people were told that success meant becoming narrower. And I believe the future may increasingly reward people who know how to become broader without losing depth. I'm Dr. Angela C. Meyers, and I'd love to hear from you, like in the comments, which of these 7 signs resonated with you the most? And if you know someone who's always had too many interests for one career, please share this video with them. They may discover that there's a name for the way that they think. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.